Beginning to think about how to dress and how to look put together every day is hard. When I started, I couldn't figure out where to find instructions on how to put together a cohesive collection of clothes like I would see on shows like What Not to Wear. Searching for outfit inspiration on the internet just made me believe that I had to buy all of those pieces and put them together in that exact way if I wanted to make a decent outfit. And of course, I couldn't imagine wearing them any other way. And all of the pre-made must-have lists just made me wonder, what the heck am I supposed to do with a pencil skirt? I don't even have an office job. So where do you start? The first step is to analyze your lifestyle. And before we get started, I just want to make it very clear that this is an ongoing process. It's going to take a long time for you to get it exactly where you want it, but be patient because I swear it does pay off. Let's run through some of the main activities people need to get dressed for, and then we can figure out which types of clothing we need for each of those activities. For most people, work, leisure, and special events are categories that will cover their clothing needs. But it's important to analyze your own lifestyle and figure out if these categories work for you, and if they don't, feel free to switch them or to add as many categories as you need. Let me know down in the comments which ones do work for your life. Now write these categories on your phone or on a notebook. If you prefer, I did make up a template as well, and you can find the link to download it for free in my description. Now, for each of these categories, we are going to think about what are the exact activities that we do on them and figure out what we need to wear to those activities. We're going to need 2 columns in each of these categories. One for clothes that we already currently wear to these activities, and 1 column for clothing that we would like to wear to them. So kind of a wish list. This way we cover our bases in our closet with what we already know we like to wear, what we're comfortable in wearing, but we also leave space to expand and to discover new styles and where we want to take our wardrobe from now on. Let's suppose we have an office job and that the dress code is business casual. Other than the dress code, it's also important to think about the functionality of the clothes for the activities that we're performing. So for this example, let's imagine that our main activities at our office is sitting at our desk most of the day. We have a weekly staff meeting, and we also have a short walk from the bus stop to the actual office building. So let's imagine for this category, what we're currently wearing are jeans, blouses, sweaters, and flats, and let's put them in the currently wearing column. Now in the second column, we can get a little bit more creative and really think about what we would like to start wearing to our office. Perhaps we don't have any blazers, but we think it's something that would really elevate our style and that we'd love to have in our wardrobe. And also, we want to start wearing more skirts and dressier shoes. So let's add all of those items to our would like to wear column. One thing that's very important is to make sure that all of the items we put on our list are functional for our activities. If we have to take a short walk every day from the bus stop, maybe high heels aren't the most practical options. So remember that if it's not functional for your day-to-day life, you're probably going to end up not using it, and it's just going to be stuck at the bottom of your closet. And it's okay if you don't really know where you want your style to go. You can always go to Pinterest for a little bit of inspiration. I'll be soon making a video about how to discover your personal style and how to develop it. And if you're interested in seeing that, you should definitely subscribe. Now let's do the same thing for leisure. We need to take in consideration what we're doing and where we're going when we're not at work. For our example, let's imagine that we're going to a book club weekly and that on the weekends we're going to restaurants. So let's add jeans, t-shirts, and sneakers to our currently wearing column. And since we're looking to elevate our style a little bit, let's add pants, skirts, dresses, and low heels to our want to wear column. For special events, we need to think about activities that aren't daily or even weekly, but that are recurrent in our schedule. For our example, let's suppose that this is fancy date nights, weddings, and weekends at the beach. Special events don't need to be dressy. All they have to do is be unique enough that they don't really fit in any of the other categories that you already have in your wardrobe, and that they happen enough times in your schedule to justify planning your wardrobe around them. In our currently wearing column, let's add for our date nights blouses and jeans, fancy dresses and high heels for weddings, and flowy tops, shorts, and flip-flops for our weekends at the beach. In our want column, we can add midi skirt, casual dresses, and low heels for our date nights. Let's say for weddings, we're okay with what we're already dressing and really don't want to add anything else, so let's leave the want column empty. And let's add a kimono, sandals, and a wrap dress for a beach getaway. Now we're going to look at all the items that we wrote down and see which ones overlap. The more overlap, the better. This means we can use one item of clothes to a number of different places, making our closet even more efficient. For example, we can wear jeans to work and to our book club. We just have to make sure that the style of jean is appropriate to the most formal occasion. So in this case, it has to be appropriate for the office, which means that medium wash to dark wash jean with no distressing and minimum fading is what we're looking for. It's also good to do the opposite. See which items we have in one category and where we can use them in other categories. We have a blazer in our work category, and we can probably find ways to make it more casual in other categories as well. All we have to do is pair it with more casual pieces. Let's go ahead and add it to our date night column. Now let's take this list to the next level. I'm going to show you 5 tips that are going to make mixing, matching, and changing things up a lot easier. Number 1, more bottoms. Adding more bottoms to our list will multiply the amount of combinations we can make. Having 1 pair of pants and 4 tops means we have 5 pieces and 4 possible outfits. Now, if we switch out one of the tops for 1 more pant, that means we still have 5 pieces, but now we have 6 possible outfits. Number 2, layering pieces. Adding just 1 layering piece to our list can mean doubling the amount of outfits we have. So we had all of the outfits without a cardigan, and if we add a cardigan, now we have all of those outfits but with the cardigan. Number 3, shoes. Shoes can drastically change the appearance of an outfit. For example, if you're just wearing a t-shirt and jeans, it'll look totally different if you pair that with sneakers and if you pair it with a pair of pumps. So being mindful of the shoes that you're putting into your closet will make for a lot more versatility. Number 4, accessories. Changing up statement accessories can also change completely the look of an outfit. It's an easy and effortless swap that can go a long way. And number 5, styling. Experiment with styling your clothing a little bit different. So try tucking in your shirt all the way, partially, not at all. Try cuffing your pants. Try rolling up your sleeves and seeing what difference that makes in your outfits. The same piece can give out a totally different vibe depending on how you style it. So even if you're wearing the same item, you can make it look completely different. Always be on the lookout for pieces that you can style different ways. Now the last step is to take everything we just wrote down and put it into one big list. Listing all of our items by type will make it easier to visualize. Remember, this list is just a starting point. So make sure you revisit and revise it whenever it's necessary to make sure that it still makes sense for your lifestyle. If you're interested in seeing what the whole process of building a capsule wardrobe looks like, you should check out my previous video where I give you a complete overview of all of the 4 steps. So here's our partially finished product. Now you have your very own personalized list of closet essentials, and you know exactly what to look for next time you go shopping. If you have any questions about this whole process, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll try to get to the most comments that I possibly can. And we're still not finished. So in the next video, I'll show you how to be more specific about the items that we just wrote down by figuring out your style and your color palette. So if you're very excited to continue with me on this journey, please subscribe and watch out for that video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. It's really hot, and I have been waiting the whole video to be able to do this. we're not turning it off.